I have great news for Canon EOS R5 and R6 fans. We're going to be getting a Canon announcement of the R5 alongside the R6 in the first few days of July. Let's get into it.
Delivering informative capability-based reviews and tutorials on camera gear, filming techniques, and content creation.
Hi, I'm Simon and this is The Ordinary Filmmaker. If you're new here, subscribe to get notification of new videos as they come out. And all the links to everything I talk about in this video, including gear, are placed in the description down below. So I have great news. Well, great news if you're looking forward to getting the EOS R5 or R6. And from what I can tell, since January, you guys are really looking forward to the R5. Whether you're a Sony fan or a Canon fan, you're just dying to see what the final specifications for this camera is going to be. Well, the great news is we are going to be getting an announcement. Now, this is according to Canon Rumors. Canon Rumors has said that on July the 2nd or somewhere between July the 2nd and July the 6th, they haven't got a confirmation yet, but they are getting multiple reports. So when I do find out more, I'll put out another video and give you information as it comes out. But the good news is we're going to be getting an announcement of the Canon EOS R5, the 8K camera. The 8K camera with IBIS, autofocus, 8K uncropped, RAW, 4K uncropped, 4K 120. It's going to be an amazing camera, 12 frames per second mechanical, 20 frames per second electronic. This is going to be a very, very powerful camera. But on, well, let's say the first week of July, we're going to find out the full specifications. We're going to see if this camera really is going to live up to all the hype. And there has been an awful lot of hype. Canon has come out with at least 3 separate announcements. There was that first development announcement. Then there was something from Canon Australia. And then, of course, when they did their virtual press conference back in April on the 20th, they teased more about the video modes. And it's great. We know we're going to get H.265. We're not going to get motion JPEG, as some had suggested. So that's really good news. Now, in terms of record times and all that stuff, we'll have to wait and find out. And for others, like Lita, who really are looking forward to getting the R6, well, we're going to be getting the R6 announcement alongside the EOS R5. And I think that's the way it should be. These two cameras are very similar in terms of, well, I wouldn't say they're very similar in terms of capabilities, but the R6 is one step below the R5. So if you look at the R5 and you think, well, I don't need 8K, I don't need 4K 120, it's a little bit outside of my price. And fair enough, we believe this is going to come in somewhere under $4,000 US. And for many of us, for many ordinary filmmakers and photographers, this is too much money. But for the rest of us, this is kind of at the upper end of our budget. And if we're able to afford the R5, this may potentially give us a camera that is going to last us a minimum of 6 years. And of course, if you're a professional, well, this is just par for the course. $4,000 for a camera isn't a lot of money when you consider the income that you can get from it. So that's great news around July 2nd to the July 6th. And again, the R6 is going to be announced alongside that. And again, the differentiation between the R6 and the R5, the R6 doesn't have 8K, it doesn't have 4K 120, so it maxes out at 4K 60, which is still really good. If these cameras provide us detailed, not soft images like they did with the EOS R, I think they're going to be a hit. Will it provide good 1080p? Well, the answer is definitely going to be yes, because if you can shoot in 4K full sensor and you can downsample that, you're going to get a good image. Now, if you shoot natively in 1080, will it? We'll have to wait and see about that. So this is terrific news. I did publish a video several weeks back looking at the differences between the R5 and the R6. It's in this video here, and it's at a very high level from what we have confirmed as fact from Canon. And right now we've got a lot. We know it's going to have dual SD cards in both of them. The R6 is going to have one CF Express card and one UHS-2 SD cards. The R6 will have 2 SD cards, and I don't recall, I'm pretty certain they will be UHS-2. It doesn't make sense to do UHS-1. 4K 60 requires quite a bit. And if you're going to be doing H.265 or all-I, you're going to need that bandwidth. Other things, improved low light performance, although we don't know the specs. Both are going to do slow motion in 4K and 1080. One of the biggest problems I had with the EOS R is the failure to do 120 frames per second in 1080. And even the 90D, which does, it turned off autofocus. So let's hope they haven't taken out the hammer on this thing, and we'll just have to wait and see. But I'm excited. I've been shooting with this Canon 70D for what, going on, oh, how many years now? good 7 years. So I'm eager to upgrade. I want to be able to do slow motion. I cannot do slow motion on this camera unless I go to 720, and I'm just not going to do that. It's soft enough in 1080. I'm also looking forward to being able to shoot natively in 4K. That's going to be really exciting. So, wow, what's today? Today's the 5th, so we are a month away. That's it for now. Expect another video coming out later today confirming the information, or it might even be tomorrow. It depends on whenever we get that information coming out from Canon Rumors or other sources. So that's really, really exciting news. Thanks so much for watching The Ordinary Filmmaker. Subscribe to get notification of new videos as they come out. And everything I talked about in this video is in the description down below. Thanks so much for watching The Ordinary Filmmaker. We'll see you soon.
Thank you for watching The Ordinary Filmmaker. All equipment used and notes are placed in the description box, show more box, or down arrow thingy next to the title on the mobile app.